1, 2, 3 into the foe.
Man,
Flawless
like,
Nikki and Mr. Key is in the
that
delt.
sounded like all Nikki's kids.
Do I look like I've had kids?
Adopted. All right. Anyways, we in the building right now. Money and Muscle, Mr. Key, Honey and Hustle, Flawless Nikki's in the building. We just played the song called BGB and I See Dead People. What's up with that?
You tell me what's up with that.
Nice, great stuff. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Most definitely. MoneyandMuscle.com's in the building. Key, man, I know we want to get into some of your stuff as well. As of I Win, Talking Real.
That's a good one. Talking Real.
I want to get into that, but Key, man, real quick for all the youngsters that are listening right now, as the new college students and all that don't know your history, can you give us a brief description on who Mr. Key is?
It all started when I was
Once upon a time.
At band camp.
Man, I've been doing it for a minute. My first big album came out about 2000. It's called 14 Karat Dreams.
Yeah.
Under Black and Brown.
Check that out.
And it just kept going from there. That was like the first time that a really big budget Latin was going with, every Bay artist that, from Coob Nut to Rest in Peace to RBL to SIBO to that's why I called it 14 Karat Dreams. Back then it was ridiculous. Like, wow, I'm really rapping with all these people right here.
How did that feel to be part of that and doing that at that time?
It's one of them things to where it's like that's where you can tell that a champ from a chump. You know what I mean? It's like you stand in the ring real quick and you're like, damn, I'm about to box with Muhammad Ali. I want his autograph, but let me shake this off. We gotta fight.
You gotta fight. Okay.
Fight. So it's like you just gotta shake it off real quick and just
go into work ethic mode.
Yeah, you gotta work and then
how hard?
That was the respect after all that.
Especially with the OGs on there. Now, the work ethic wise at that time, how was you working and doing and conducting your business at that time?
I'm a Virgo. Everything gotta be perfect.
Okay.
Virgo.
Most definitely.
But on that note, I'm a Virgo too, and like as one of your artists, but before that as one of your fans, like I said before earlier, when you said a big budget to go into your first album that you dropped, you were going on beast mode for a year and a half, and you had gotten held back.
Yeah.
And that's what he told me to do.
Right.
Not precisely, but it kind of worked up the same way. But where did you record your first album? Your first album that you dropped, where did you record it?
Oh, very first?
No, the 14.
Oh, that was
you dropped.
That was
Berkeley.
What was it called?
What was it called?
I don't know what's it called.
You can't play these games on the radio.
Yeah, no, I forgot. Dang it. The wood.
In Berkeley.
You forgot.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay.
But no, it's like $1.19, $2 a minute at that place. It's
Wow,
the wood.
Okay.
It was like $50 an hour.
I went there for one song and I felt dope. I lost my voice from yelling at somebody, but you did your entire album coming out like a champ.
Wow.
That's how you come out with it, with class.
But hey, hold on though. There's 3 albums before that though.
Uh-huh.
The reason
Which
why
is?
I got signed to that, the very first album was called Mr. Key, Living on the Ultimate High.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it was ITBG, and then it was like I did a bunch of stuff with Dark Room Family. Like there was so much stuff before that to get to that place, and I was on the compilations, the Black Round compilations. 17 Reasons.
Yeah.
Like so. 14 Karat Dreams with like everybody thinks it all just starts like, oh my God, that was your first album.
They just
that's
think
crazy.
Yeah.
But you gotta show and prove, man. You gotta do what you do before somebody puts money into you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Question: how hard was it to show and prove? Like, what work did you have to show and prove to get to that level?
Just keep doing. Like I did this because I loved it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I did this because I loved it. It was no. Even when I say the title 14 Karat Dreams, it was never really about I want a gajillion dollars in my face everywhere. Yeah, I wanted the money. I always wanted the money, but I never really wanted the fame. You know what I mean? So it was never that point. It's like it was never the fame that I was looking for. So it was always just, man, I just love doing this, and it's crazy. The second you get paid for doing something you love is crazy. That's the craziest feeling. Like I would do this for free, but I'm not gonna tell nobody that I'm doing this right now. I'm getting paid. It's crazy, but I would do it for free.
Right, most definitely, because that's what you love to do. Yeah. So you doing what you love to do, man. As a future, as a Mr. Key, because you came a long way. Where do you see what's next for the future for Mr. Key?
Yeah, this Money and Muscle. Like that's legacy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to leave my legacy through money and muscle and the artists that I deal with. You know what I mean? I give these artists my blessings as far as I'm not just grabbing them out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Some I got personal ties to, some that I really believe in. And I mean, I believe in them all. Some just gotta work harder than the others. You know what I mean? It's just, but it's just my. I'm trying to leave that behind, and all I really care about is just like I've said it a million times, man. I don't care if I never sit down and get an award for anything like that. But if somebody else does for me, and I'm just in the crowd, and all I get is that shout out, man, it was worth it.
That's worth a lot more.
What was that song where you were like? What was that song where you were like that you've been here for a while? And you said I'm not even worried about the fame. I'd rather have the crowd screaming "Double M Gang." I was on compilation 1, and it drives me nuts. Like I hear people getting signed to P Diddy. I hear people getting looked at from this person and that person. But I went up to him last time I seen him. I was like, "Why aren't you famous?"
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I mean,
but
you already are.
He's doing it for the camp.
That question kind of sucks. You know what I mean? It's things
It's more of a
that
compliment,
things
though,
that happen
too.
in your life. I mean, it's a compliment, but at the same time, it's like long story.
Long
you know
story.
what I mean?
You've worked with.
Long story.
You know, you could call Baby Bash right now if you wanted to.
That's
you
big.
can call. I bet you could call anybody. Excuse me. Rewind. Anybody we want to say as a headliner, he can get a hold of them, put their name on it. He's top 10. But it's just like he did his. I actually got more appreciation for you as an artist. Let's say if I wasn't even Money Muscle because you are tunnel running, and you got fans that will kill and die for him.
Right, and that's
not literally. But
and that's a
you
big.
know what I mean?
You know what? Because I just got off the phone earlier with my boy that does the distribution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like, it's crazy that I can still sell albums, like physical albums, and that's even harder to do
nowadays
than it was before. But it's the reason what she just said. Like there's fans that really want to go buy albums, like
physical hard copies.
There's guys that out now that are all over the radio and stuff like that, and can't sell an album in a store.
Yeah, that's real.
Because it's iTunes and it's all this and that. It's like the real fans are the ones that go to the store and want to look inside and
get their own copy.
I've always tried to keep it interesting with flipping the pages and seeing the back that goes with the front. You know.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I flipped out. I went to a store and I seen the Great Paper Chase. One CD left out of the M area.
Okay.
And I was like, no way. Like I know that guy. It was
I
kind of
know
weird to
that
say.
guy.
Like I was gonna say that on the inside because I can't say that on the outside. You know what I mean? But I seen it in the store. Like you go to Rescue, and I think it was actually at. I might not be right, but I think it was Best Buy.
Okay, that's big.
Was it?
That's gigantic.
But it's just amazing.
And you came
just with a backpack.
And that's dope. But you came a long ways. You know what I mean? And do you have any tips for young?
Stop asking when should I start asking for money for verses. Stop asking when should I get paid. Stop asking all that.
Why?
It's only gonna happen when it happens.
It happens when it happens.
And
like I said, I loved it. I loved doing this. I loved walking in a studio, room full of people, chilling, quiet.
Yeah. My
My turn to rap. Go in the mic booth, come outside, everybody staring at me like, dude, you sat here all night in the corner and didn't say nothing. You didn't even tell me you rap type. And I'm going in there swinging. I got my game face on.
That's big.
And I love the surprise thing. And,
that's
especially
big.
a Latin in a room full of, multiple, nationalities and you know what I mean. But I loved it because I didn't see myself as just a Latin rapper. You know what I mean? I never wanted to be you're the best Latin rapper there is.
Right.
Nah, what?
Call me one of the best
rappers
there
is.
Exactly.
Best rappers. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Most definitely. So shouts out to that as well, and keep pushing in what you do. But I really want to go into
Stop asking when you're gonna get paid. You'll get paid when you get paid.
You get paid when you get paid, man. And that's straight from the head boss, Money and Muscle, Mr. Key, right there, boy. Key. Let's get to the contacts, man.
Contacts.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube's.
MoneyMuscle.com.
Everything's on there.
Everything's on there, man.
All the Twitters and links and
Twitter,
stuff.
links and all the stuff.
Okay.
Facebook. There's Money and Muscle on the
MoneyMuscle.com.
Facebook.
You just Google Mr. Key.
Read his beanie.
Hashtag Mr. Key.
There you go.
But no, the studio is live oak.
So I got I'm doing the same. We're gonna learn the same thing. Like I said, the next month or two, we're gonna drop a bunch of free stuff.
Yes.
So I went.
Give it to him.
I went to I got two computers where I do my engineering stuff.
Oh, you got one for the left hand, one for the right hand?
Yeah, screens and stuff. So I started looking through them. I'm like, man, I could make volumes of this. So So I'm gonna
volumes.
I'm gonna drop a couple albums called Digital Dope.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they're gonna be for free for at least a month, and then I'm gonna put them online for iTunes and stuff like that. But I'm giving it out because there's songs that I had laying around. Some songs you might hear tags on because I make so many songs that when I go back to that song and I go look back somewhere else and go, hey, I want to buy the beat and say it's sold or whatever the deal is. Like, so I'm just basically giving it out for free.
What's the tag without? It's still gonna be good.
You know what I mean? So
just keep it pushing because you love to do it.
I love to do it, man.
It's like I love to do this too, you know, and we love to do this.
I got a studio at the house, man. I get up, get my boxers, and go in the.
He lives in the studio.
And just rock. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Is your studio's your house?
Basically.
Most definitely. That's what's up. So I'm gonna get to this music right here called "I Win," and you want to introduce that, man?
A song called "I Win" is with Courtney King singing on it. You heard her on the song earlier. That was on that "Oh Yeah."
Oh yeah.
She's singing the hook, and then the song after that is called "Talking Real," man. We're gonna go out with that song right there. These are 2 songs off the album coming up. It's called "Quick Fix," the Quick Fix Digital Dope.